Good morning. Good morning. It's Rosboundy Psychic Medium here bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading and the inclusion of the Kipper card still. We'll see how that goes. As I was doing the shuffling this morning, I just wasn't feeling the gel with the cards as much as I really do love just the straight Lenormand. So this may be the last one of the shared The Siren's Song deck. So we'll just bring it on and see what we can gain from it. What you're needing to do, and welcome to those who are here with replay as well. I nearly forgot that. So, what we'll do is tune into our spiritual guides and our own inner psychic senses and that knowing so that you can gain the best that you can from the reading. Okay, from this, and it is, remember, a general card spread reading. So, you need to connect it in with what you know of your own life experiences and what's happening in your life right now, how the relevant pieces of this part of the puzzle of life with the card reading can guide you and give you a bit more clarity around what might be your today. And yes, there's someone walking past with a pram and a dog. So you can hear the two dogs in the background as that continues onward. We'll go across to the cards. Hopefully they're finished by that time. Here we go. What we've got is the Siren's Song. This is the card deck box that it comes in. The Siren Song, and it is Divining the Depths with Lenormand and Kipper cards. And the guidebook that comes with it, which I still haven't finished reading, because in general I don't read the guidebooks. I like to read intuitively, but yeah, this one I've not seen Kipper cards before, so that's why. This is almost raw starter, raw beginner. And I'm going to just zoom into these cards a bit more so that you can see the cards themselves here like we have. That's it. We'll do it just a smidgen bigger. There we go. And we're going to start with the Owl cards. Good morning, Shaz. How are you this morning? Lovely to see you here. And you're up and ready-ish for the day. Does that mean you haven't quite got your face on yet? It brings up that being able to peel a face off and put it on again, doesn't it? Here we go with the Owl card. Right. There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy, isn't there? It's a beautiful card. If I can get it to focus well, look at those cute little faces. Here we're talking about faces. Right. So many reasons to be happy. Now, what we've got here with our 6 cards, now if you remember the top line is the Lenormand cards. We've got the bouquet, the man and the birds. So if I was reading this as just a story from this sentence, so to speak, we're going to be bringing in that is recognition and being in that public light. People, you are being seen. And that gift of the bouquet, it's like whether it's a birthday or whether it's just a thank you, it's something that you have been seen and recognised and given the beautiful gift of what is the natural, the natural realm of flowers and things like that. So it's the symbol of thank you, pretty much, I think. Thank you for being you. Thank you for what you've been doing and contributing and all of that sort of thing. So feel that into your day, that even if it's just you saying thank you to yourself for being you. But there is going to be a masculine influence through our day today with the man, and it's, in whatever way that means for you, open up to that help or being able to help someone who is a man or masculine, needing that strength, or we ourselves needing that sense of extra practicality and strength in our day to day as well. And it then is going to be as part of our communication, getting together in groups, whether it's small groups, large groups, or just one other, that you're going to be communicating. And part of communicating, of course, is listening as well as speaking our voice. So that's what we've got from the Lenormand deck. And in the way that the siren song works, from what I did read the intro at least, their description of how to use the cards briefly, and then this is the melody line, so to speak. So it's really the main song of what we're seeing here in this part of the reading. And then we'd go down to the kipper cards, and the kipper cards are described as the harmony. So that's the background, the undercurrent, the backing singers, the whatever it is that you can feel into what these cards might mean for us. Now we have got the murky thoughts, so there could be the murky thoughts. It's because there is change afoot, and we're going to bring that back to home, like it's a house. So from what I can gauge with just this line here is things have been murky and they're going to change up to whatever is happening in your home space. So, the people, the relationships, or the actual physical home. You could be changing location, buying, selling, buying, doing things like that in your own world, that you've got that sort of change happening, and you've been wondering what is coming up for you. The murky thoughts, it's just muddied waters. If you let it settle long enough, you're going to have that is the silty stuff settle to the bottom and have clear water at the top. So I'm feeling that this is letting us know that we have that change happening. And as we're pairing the bouquet and the murky thoughts, I think it's showing that give that time and you will have that is clearing into that, what you can see with the beauty that is around you, with your thoughts may be a little murky for no reason. Sometimes ego kicks in and will give us false information sometimes, but it's because we're living our life from our perspective and haven't seen the other. So that can cause a bit of confusion. And here we have a confirmation that there is, in that respect, some recognition of the other in a positive light. From the, it's brighter and lighter and happier than we thought. So it clears our thoughts. So it does allow that to settle. If you understand what I'm saying, that's just the stuff that I'm getting. Even with the way I'm trying to describe it, it feels murky, but let it settle, let it flow through so that it will bring that clarity, because it is going to, and the change is with the help of that masculine energy. So, the masculine energy is going to bring change, whichever way you're reading it, top to bottom, bottom to top. It all blends together in the beautiful harmonies and melodies of the song, doesn't it? And with the birds and the home space, it is relative to the communication that we bring into our home space in talking to each other and listening to each other and working out what we can understand of each other as well, because no one's in your shoes exactly. So it does mean communication's an important part of even the home space. So house, if you do need things that need to be done and the rest, communicate about it. And, how you're feeling even as people within the house. So we are in relationship, so bring it all together, because there is so many things to be happy for in our day, in our life. So good morning to Sarah, lovely to have you here as well. And we have Kim too. So hi to you, Kim, lovely to have you here. So that is the reading. Now, as I'm moving through with the siren song, I'm still not feeling a gel with it myself at the moment. So I'm going to leave it for now, and I'm going to go back to probably the Gilded Lenormand or the Fairy Tale. I'm just put what your choice would be in the comments of the decks that you know that I have. I've got the Rana George, I've got the Mystical, I've got others. Look back at some of the previous shows over time, whether it's on the YouTube, there's playlists there that make it easier to look for it. It's not always the same in Facebook. And just, choose which you would like, or ask if there's a deck that I might have that you'd like to have us go through. So And thanks, Sandra, for sharing. You've ordered the cards and just waiting for them to arrive. Oh, good, you might be able to gain more insight to them before I do. You might tell I'm struggling with them a little bit, but it's being able to put the time into it, and probably more privately. I haven't had the time to do it more privately. So thank you too from Sarah, as far as having a blessed day and love to everyone. A beautiful blessing that you give us. So, Sarah, you're missing the gilded? Yeah. Um, I like them too. And King, you like the. Else I can help with? I think Sarah heard me. I think you like the Rana George. Yeah, they're all beautiful decks. They really are. And the gilded is your favourite. Looks like I might go back to the gilded for a while, just to give us some old favourites and ease of understanding, because it does take a little bit of time to become familiar with a new deck. Looks like we have some homework to understand them. Yes, trust your intuition. Absolutely, Sandra. I agree, but it makes it a little harder when you've got the pressure of doing a live stream at the same time too. So yeah, I've given it a go, and that's a good thing. Everything that you do, feel into your own intuition, and if you feel that it's, oh no, I don't really, give it a go anyway. Spirit really does guide us in wonderful ways, and it's those little nudges that we get that we do need to trust. If you feel within yourself it feels right, then trust that you're receiving from Spirit. I try to live my life in that way, going with the flow of what is my intuition in many respects. And so, look, it may not be for you. You might like to have things planned out a bit differently. That's what makes us all individuals, isn't it? So just trust that you have the right things within you, because honestly, it's how we're designed. Thank you for being here, and keep being the best you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.